Psalm 116. Okay, I think I got that right. Oops, wrong glasses. "19 verses here. I love YV because he hears my voice, because he has inclined his ear to me. Therefore I shall call upon him as long as I live. The cords of death encompass me, the terrors of the abyss." The word Sheol is there. The terrors of the abyss have come upon me. I have found distress. Now I would have to correct that. That's definitely wrong. Then I called upon the name YV. YV, I beseech you, save my life. Be gracious as YV and righteous. Our Creator is compassionate. YV preserves the simple. I was brought low, and he saved me. You returned to your rest, my soul. For YV has dealt bountifully with me, with you, with me. Soul is different than yourself. Again, they don't understand what the soul is. For you have rescued my soul from my death. Well, he's actually sending Jesus to rescue soul from Sheol, not from death. My eyes from tears, my feet from stumbling. Shall I walk before YV? I shall walk before. Well, I believed when I said, I am greatly afflicted. I said my alarm, all men are liars. What shall I render to you? For all his benefits are towards me. No. I shall lift up the cup of salvation. No, that is, you can't do that. You can't do that, or he doesn't do that. I shall pay my vows to YV. In the presence of all his people. No, a vow is to our Creator. You don't need nobody else. So they don't understand what a vow is. Precious in the sight of YV is the death of his righteous ones. And righteousness is you obeying our Creator is what righteousness becomes. Don't open a secular dictionary. Read the text and find out what your words are here. YV, I am your servant. I am your servant, the son of your handmaid. You have loosened my bonds. I shall, thanksgiving, and upon the name you can't pay your vows to YV. You just can't do that. Not in the presence of the people. In the courtyard. In you, Jerusalem, in the midst of you, Jerusalem. Okay. I love YV because he hears my voice. And my petitions he has inclined his ear. Therefore, I will call upon, therefore I will call him upon him. I don't think upon, therefore I will call. I don't think call, I think it would be praise. Therefore I will praise him as long as I live. Okay. Now that is separated from this. The cords of death will encompass me. Death is coming to everyone, so will encompass me. And the terror of the abyss has come upon me. Those two hooked together. In my distress and sorrow, I pray to, you would be praying. Praying is to, pray is to talk to our Creator. Okay, a petition is to ask him for something. A lot of you don't understand the difference. You think a prayer is a prayer, but you got to understand the difference. They're two different words, two different meanings. Supplication and petition are the same words when you look for the definition among the verses, and you'll find that they're both of them are being asking a question. I pray to YV. You don't call upon his name. You pray to him, you talk to him. And I don't know about I beseech you. YV, I beseech you. Let's see what beseech has other references to. Wow, we're on 16. This is, I gotta go to they haven't opened it up in a while. Since 13. Beseech, alas, beg, pray. And the single letter O 7 times, even though there's no O in the Hebrew language. So get rid of the O in the Bible or in the Hebrew text, if you're honest. If I'm honest, I should turn on one of these lights. Hey, okay. Alas, beg, but they use beseech 7 times. And it wouldn't be save my life, save my soul. He's talking about going to the abyss, right? This is all tied together. I think I would put the word heard here and be fine. And get rid of this. My petition, because he hears my voice, and my petitions he has heard. Therefore I will pray to him, and since it's added, we'll get rid of it, but we'll use this. I'll just do this and say I added those words. Therefore I will pray to him as long as I live. Maybe just talk to him. Just talk. Talk is a good word too. He hears because he hears his voice. In my petitions he has heard. Therefore I will talk to him as long as I live. Now the cords of death. Now the cords of death encompass me, and the terrors of the abyss are upon me. Upon me. Yeah, all this would be out, because I pretty much said this is pretty much what is just above. So I'll get rid of that, that, and go like that, and like that, and like this, and like this. YV, I beseech you, redeem my soul. Meaning to redeem, to take him out of and rescue him from the abyss. His soul is what's going to the abyss, not his life. There. Gee whiz, that wasn't that difficult. Just had to take out 2 of them that don't really need to be there. Preserve the simple. He doesn't do that. We're continuing here. Redeem my soul. You wouldn't need his name here if you're saying it here. I beseech you to redeem. Redeem my soul. Be gracious, for I am righteous. Return to rest my soul. Your heart is restless. So here it'd have to be heart. For you, for YHVH has dealt bountifully with me, for he hath rescued my soul from oblivion. Now this and this one goes together. Bountiful. It actually means, okay, it's used two words together, so it's dealt and bountiful, or the two are the same words. And it could be compassionate used once. Dealt, bountiful, rewarded, weaned 12 times. Boy, YHVH was used for the word rewarded or rewarding 5 times, 4 and 1. You know, if I put rewarded twice, or for YHVH has rewarded us by rescuing our soul from, by rescuing our soul. Now he's telling him why he's being redeemed. I beseech you, redeem my soul. Maybe he doesn't know about Jesus yet at this time. Is Yah in here? At the very end. I love YHVH because he hears my voice. I will talk to him as long as I live. Now my course of death encompass me, and this are upon me. YHVH, I beseech you, redeem my soul. I'm trying to put be gracious to me, but gracious is YHVH to the righteous. Gracious, merciful. Merciful. 2 L's? I don't think so. Let's see if I can get some help here. Oh. Redeem my soul. Merciful is YHVH to his righteous. Merciful is YHVH to his righteous. For our Creator is compassionate. Creator is compassionate. Oh, somewhere there's a lot of 2 verses missing, or it's just that got to get rid of 2. Return to your rest, my soul. Okay, I would say that this would be out. And he saved me. This was, no, he will save me. Well, I'm going to put the words, this save here. Because being brought low, he's talked about the cords of death encompass him. For YV will reward us by rescuing our soul. I'm going to do that. Now the word is in there, so I'm just switching out words. For YV has rewarded us. YV has rewarded us. And then I'd be redundant twice, so I just use once. For YV has rewarded us. For he will rescue. Now this is a promise to Jacob, that he will give Jacob a resting place. So if they're not aware of Jesus, then they'd be aware of this resting place for Jacob. For you will rescue my soul. My eyes my feet are stumbling. My eyes are dimming, my feet are stumbling, yet I walk before YV in the land of the living. He's getting old. Okay, so my eyes are dimming. They're not crying, they're dimming. And my feet are stumbling. If you don't know about older people, when they start shuffling their feet, and even before then, they do stumble and fall. And if you don't believe me, look up hip replacements on elderly. My eyes are dimming and my feet are stumbling, yet I walk before YV in the land of the living. I believe when I say I'm greatly afflicted. I said, well, all men are liars. Although I don't know what this has to do. All of a sudden, this just broke off into another deal there. What shall I render to YV for all his love towards me? I shall lift up I shall pay my vows to YV. You can't pay YV your vows. You can't do it in the presence of the people. So if I started editing that, that would just be my verse completely. No. Precious in the sight of YV is the death of, not really. He knows life goes on. I mean, life just goes on. So, yes, they're precious as in his existence. He doesn't like evil coming in and killing them. He'd rather have them prosper and live to obey him. I would say this is out. YV, I am your servant. Now this comes back to here. I'm walking in the land of the living. I am your servant. Not of your handmaid. And this just, that's out. Where is our Creator's handmaiden? Okay. So, got me. You have loosened my bonds. I am your servant. This has already been said. This one has been said. This, like I said, can't be done in the courts of YV's house. He only has one courtyard and people are not to be there. So that, no. In the midst of Jerusalem. Midst of Jerusalem. I believed when I said, see, that's just someplace else. That just goes, that might go someplace else, but it doesn't go here. I walked before YV in the land of the living. Okay. What shall I give to you for all your benefits towards me, for all your love towards me? Shall I lift up the cup of, you can't do that. That you can't do. You can't do. Salvation comes from our Creator, so how shall I lift up the cup of salvation? That's just a lie. And what I'm seeing here is that most of this now, whatever I've got left here, is not making sense. So I'm going to call all this no good. Just out. This can definitely, that's really well written. So that could go someplace else. They just stole that, put that in here, and then continued. Because it would be, how can I lift up the cup of my salvation? That is why I call upon the YV. See, that's how I would correct that. How do I lift up the cup of salvation? Yeah, but right now, this is the only thing I would say is goodness. Okay, come down here, go like this. Well, let me see if I can just do it here and oops. Whoops, I got 5 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. What did I get wrong here? I love wife because he hears my voice. And get rid of that one. And I think we're good. Let me go up here and get rid of it. Looks good to me, reads pretty good. Maybe I need to touch up a few spots, but I think I think that's the intent of those words. And the rest of it doesn't work with these. I mean, once you understand he's talking about now as death as being encompassed, you got to have the word dimming here, and you got to understand growing old, your feet do stumble. Therefore, done for now.